name of the Father, Son, Amen. Thank you, Isabelle.
I was like hearing my son being transported around. I don't know what they're doing. So I'm just like, okay, you guys got it. I don't know.
How old is he? How old is
He's 15 months now, but he's like bigger than a lot of 2-year-olds. So like in the beginning, people were like, how old is he? Because he's just a big kid. I mean, he's finally starting to like thin out a little bit, but that second row of chins is still holding on for dear life. So yeah.
I remember this one family where like her husband was like a professional basketball player and her son was only 2, but he looked like he was 5.
Yeah.
So tall.
Yeah, he's like always like 2 sizes ahead in the little footy pajamas because he's just so long, you know. Originally it was the thighs, but now it's just he's too tall. So yeah, but he's cute.
So cute. Yeah, so we found you because you were like walking James and you had the one.
Yeah, I got challenged in some like push-up contest and I don't do push-ups. So I was like, let's do squats, and he was just there. So I was like, this is more fun anyways, and he thought it was a game. But yeah,
so
I had my sweatshirt on. I think it was actually been too warm to be wearing a sweatshirt, but that's me. So yeah.
Okay, we love it. So like so many people send us the video or the picture. We're like, oh, awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we heard your husband's rosary story. Can you share your rosary story? Like when you your first impression or when you first were impacted by it.
It's interesting because so Harrison, you know, he grew up Catholic, kind of fell away, and then he had his reversion. I'm a year older than him, so it was like my junior year of college. And, you know, he's just a very beautiful and persuasive man. So he had me like praying the rosary, and I didn't know what the heck I was doing, but honestly, I think it was like, well, it makes him happy, so I can tell him I prayed. And I had my little pamphlet, and I'd pay it before my basketball games. And but then, like, you know, I was not ready for all of this. You know, I don't know. I always was like, I'll have time for God after college. It's so silly. And that, you know, the devil was just working in me, and I pushed him away, and you know, so he just kept praying for me. But, you know, I really, like, when I was praying, I was like, I'm feeling something, but maybe it's all in my head. You know, I don't know, but I kind of just, you know, bolted. And then you know, I say this to a lot of people, like, when I hear people are really struggling, I'm like, you know, sometimes hitting rock bottom is the best thing that will ever happen to you, because that's what happened to me. You know, Harrison and I weren't talking. I go into my senior year. I'm trying to, like, do all the college things, like, act like I'm the queen of my sorority, basically. And then I tore my ACL. So I played basketball in college, D3. But I tore my ACL, which I had also done before my senior year of high school basketball. So this is my senior year. I've torn my other ACL before the season. Can't play again. And then I go home for surgery, and then a couple days after surgery, my grandmother died. And my grandmother and I were extremely close because she was like, I mean, she was everything to me. She was like, she basically, like, when my parents were around, like, my grandmother was raising me. You know, she was my nanny pretty much. But so that was just like all-time low. And that's when I, you know, was like, okay, I hear you, God. Like, I can't do this on my own. I've tried so many times to fill my life with all these other things. And it's like I always knew in the back of my head, like, what the solution was, you know, but I still thought I could do it with, you know, by myself. Silly me. And then I reached out to Harrison and reconnected, and, you know, and I don't know. And he just started talking to me about the church a lot, about slowly, though, because I'm pretty stubborn, and I like want to pretend everything was my own idea. But yeah, and so I realized, you know, like, I don't disagree with a lot of this stuff, and especially a lot of it was about, you know, abortion and birth control. And when you look at the science and it's right in front of you, I was like, can't deny this. This is all true. And so in my heart, I was like ready to come into the church a lot sooner than when I actually did. I would say, you know, by February, I was like, yeah, okay, like, let's do it. And then in July is when I was like, you know what? I think I want to do RCIA. And then he just kind of breaks down and he's like, I've been praying for you every day. And I'm just like, and then I'm crying because I'm like, that is so romantic. Yeah. And so
like, how amazing is that? That is
yeah.
so
I mean, it's amazing. I mean, and Mary has worked in our lives so many ways. I mean, we've done a 54-day novena before, and we pray, you know, it was just all the prayers were going into our wedding. We faced a lot of spiritual warfare when we were engaged, but then, like, our wedding day was just, like, this, not magical, but, like, nothing went wrong. I feel like that never happened, you know? I was like, wow, it's just the power of prayer has been so evident in our lives, and I know exactly who to credit for that, you know, our Blessed Mother. So, yeah, I mean, Mary's changed my entire life, and now I just strive to be like her and fail a lot, but try, you know. So yeah. But that's my story.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So, like, how did you guys meet? Was it in college?
Oh no, we were 10 and 11, and we were in band. Now, band at our school, it wasn't like super nerdy to be in the band. Like a lot of the athletes, you know, also were in band, and there wasn't a pep band, so that helped because that I could never do that. Just I'd always be like, I've got a soccer game. I can't play right now. I was the worst, but they yeah. So we met in sixth and seventh grade, and because it was sixth and seventh grade band, and someone had already told me something about Harrison, so I thought I already knew. You know, oh, he thinks he's so cool. He tries to make a joke to me, and I was just like, that's not funny. And I walked away, and we didn't talk for like 3 more years after that. But I played sports with his sister, who's a year older than me, so we're like bam, bam, bam. So he was like always at our games, and you know, had his eye on me. But and then like at the end of 9th and 10th grade is when we actually started dating. And, you know, other than our little hiatuses in college, you know, been together since 2010. So it's been a journey. And, you know, I've only been married for 2 years, but it feels like a lot longer than that. But that's not a bad thing, you know, but we've seen each other through, you know, all the phases, you know. We've both successfully just gotten out of our awkward phases when we started dating. But other than that, we've witnessed or been a part of all the other scary phases. So, yeah, it's been a journey. I mean, I'm glad we are where we are now. And, you know, we have our beautiful son who's crazy, but I'm told he gets that from me, so can't complain. Yeah.
That's so great, though.
Yeah.
So how has it been being a new mother?
I mean, you know, I read the books, and I knew it wouldn't prepare me, but like mentally, but I mean, it's something else. It's incredible. Like, you know, right when they're born, you're like, wow, like I have to protect you from everything, including me. My biggest fear was like dropping him, like, because I'm like, I'm so tired. I even caught myself like nursing him in the night, and I'd kind of doze off, and I'd like whoop, and like, you know, I'm like, oh, well, that's his guardian angel just shoved me back to the bed there so I wouldn't drop him. Thank you. But
Isabelle, I've dropped him before.
Sure. I mean, I like it's a miracle because I drop everything. Like, Harrison gets so irritated with me because there'll be a loud noise. He's like, what was that? I'm like, nothing, it's fine. But like, I've fallen down the stairs holding him. But I will say, like, I mean, the challenges you face and the ways you're forced to grow, whether you like it or not, it's a beautiful struggle because, you know, you just gear into this new side of yourself where it's like, no matter what this child does, like, I will love them unconditionally. And it's different with your spouse. You know, he'll always be like, who do you love more? And I'm like, it's different. Like, because I have to choose to love you. Like, I just automatically love him. He can't do anything about it. Like, he pooped on me, and I think it's cute, you know? Like, it's weird. If you did that, that's your problem. But, like, yeah, I will say, like, I've learned so much about myself and really, like, my limits. And, I mean, I've learned I can do okay without a lot of sleep. So,
it's hard.
I mean, yeah.
It's a lot.
It is.
It's a lot of, I think the hardest thing for me is, like, I'm just a very selfish person. And so having kids, it's like, it forces you to like give.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you don't have an option. Like,
it's like, what is me time? I don't know what that is. Like,
Yeah.
I like go to the grocery store now, and it's like a treat. I'm like, yes,
Exactly.
20 minutes by myself.
Exactly.
I don't know. But you go from like, I don't know. I like felt like I could never leave him. So now I'm like, Harrison's got it. Like, it's fine. Like, I'll be fine. Like, I'm gonna go just sit in my car by myself. No.
Yeah, because you really don't get any time yourself.
No, but
you get time yourself, you feel guilty.
yeah,
like,
just brushing your teeth without a 30-pound baby attached to you, it's like so nice.
Yes.
I got to do that today, so that was nice. No.
That's so nice.
He's like, he'll be like hanging on me, and I'm brushing my teeth, and he's trying to like, because he's still breastfeeding, so he's like trying to nurse. And he's so long, so he has to like go into this like fortune cookie position. I'm like, what is happening? But you know, he wants what he wants, so.
He's hungry.
Yeah. So very creative. Yeah, I'll say that.
So he wants, So
yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, this was like so fun.
Those like early newborn days, this is sometimes the only way I'd be like, ooh, I need to pray my rosary, because I was trying to do it at like the 4 a.m. wake ups, and that wasn't happening. I'm like, oh well, 6:45, here we go. So
I know.
I've been very, very grateful for your page and everything you've been doing. It's amazing.
Okay. All right. I got a kid that came to my door here. Do you guys do you try to do it together? Or maybe
he's normally like, his schedule's been so weird. He's normally like out the house to go. There's a place where he's able to lift by himself, fully social distance, because he's still having to work on his kicking and everything. So we were trying to pray together at like 3 o'clock every day, and that was working. But now we're gonna have to reevaluate because it's not working anymore. But a couple of times, but mostly it's just been me, because again, like he's like, Instagram, like what? He has the more popular page, but he knows a lot less about what's going on. So
you like them.
Yeah, I'm like, your thing's all public. I'm private, but I've got all the the knowledge here. No.
I love it. Oh, this is so nice.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Great way to start the day.
Yes, it really is.
And the week.
Have a great, perfect, peaceful day. Thank you. Thank you guys.
Yes. All right. Bye.
All right, bye guys.